This is Hip Hop Movie Club, the show for serious hip hop fans who want to deepen their cultural knowledge. We are longtime hip hop fans who've watched over 75 hip hop themed films, and in this episode, we will dive into the popular new Netflix documentary, Sean Combs' The Reckoning, produced by Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. We'll ask, is hip hop ready to hold its legends to the same standards as the world around it? I'm Dino Wright, filmmaker, designer, and I'm passing the mic to JB.
I'm JB, 80s and 90s nostalgia junkie. And once again, back is the incredible Boogie.
And I'm Boogie, a DJ, a longtime hip hop fan. And once again, we are the Hip Hop Movie Club.
Right. A lot to unpack with this documentary, Sean Combs' The Reckoning. And from the lens of 50 Cent, it is a damning portrait of the man we know as Sean Puffy P. Diddy Combs. Wow. Jaw-dropping allegations. He obtained a lot of the footage from the days leading up to his trial in the fall of 2024 and really exposed him as a monster in so many words.
Yeah. my mouth was a little agape watching some of the people that were talking throughout this documentary, people that were once close friends and confidants and colleagues and business collaborators with them, just giving a little bit of a lot of behind the scenes stuff. There's been rumors floating around for decades, but nothing has been really put out there and able to stick until fairly recently. And I feel like the floodgates have been opened. And I think that even after this documentary, I think there's much more to come. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a treasure trove of sorts when you really dive in. I thought that Kirk Burroughs was a star in this documentary, the co-founder of Bad Boy Records, because he said like they were business partners. They grew this franchise to enormous heights, probably in hundreds of millions of enterprise, and he really exposed Diddy as a fraud and someone that exploited everybody on his way up, and it was ugly.
I think even like how the documentary, like how it even opens up with him talking to his attorney like 6 days before his arrest, and the pressure that he's trying to put on this attorney, Mark Agnifilo, to kind of make it go away, and for lack of better words. He's like, you guys, you're the experts, you guys do what you do and make this go away, basically. And it's like, bro, we can't make things go away. Like everyone's seen the video of Cassie getting chased down the hallway and dragged and beat in the hallway. Like, that's out there. You can't make that go away. Some of these allegations that are with very specific details are now in cases that are being filed, and now you have this major federal set of charges that have been brought against them based off of evidence that was presented to them. You can't make that go away. Now, the feds aren't going to come after you unless they think they have something that they can make stick. Whether they do or not, whether it sticks or not, yeah, we don't know. But they won't come after you unless they feel like they have a case. Like, in other words, they're not going to bother you if they don't have a case. Like, there's no making that go away. You got to ride that one out. You got to go to court for that one.
Yeah, but the problem is the domestic violence wasn't part of the federal case.
Right.
That's all part of the civil cases. And so the frustration that everyone has is that he's in jail, but the trial that he had went through for racketeering and Mann Act violations and that stuff, he basically got off except for the transportation for prostitution. And so he gets his 50 months time served too. But I think that the real thing in this documentary is that it's all out there for everyone to see. Like, now it's on Netflix. His beating of Cassie's on Netflix.
Yeah.
And that you can't come back from. I mean, there's no way out.
Yeah, I got it. I got it.
Yeah. It takes us back, like, why, talking to my family, my children, like, why do people do such terrible things? And it's tough to explain why, right? You can psychoanalyze people, and in this case, it seemed that, take us back to his upbringing, right? His father died at a young age. He was murdered. It was part of a drug deal or something like that, right? His mother was very hard on him and made sure that he was tough and always fought back. And it seemed that he kind of had a chip on his shoulder. He dropped out of Howard University at age 19. You can't doubt that he worked very hard, broke his way through an internship at Uptown Records, made sure he met Andre Harrell. He kept harassing, Heavy D introduced me to Andre Harrell, and then he kind of watched some of those blaxploitation films, the Mac, it's all that type of stuff. So he kind of sees his mother would throw these big parties, and there was a stage inside his living room. So he saw a little bit of that flashiness. It seems to be that once he got power and then money, it's like the song "More Money, More Problems," but it was like more money, more ego, more power, more problems. And like Eric Sermon from EPMD said, he thought he was like Scarface. Like you could see
he was definitely a Tony Montana kind of figure. Yeah.
As his influence grew, his ego grew, and he seemingly didn't care who he stepped on like he's climbing the ladder. He's just stepping on people's heads to just advance. In fact, he had the habit of just stealing people's girls, like stole Kim Porter right from Al B. Sure. Misa Hilton was Eric Sermon's girl, actually. That was his first love interest. And it was almost like a challenge to him and just kind of like evil genius, so to speak.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was like, bro, like it was funny that kind of when we first talking about Kim Porter, and I remember she was absolutely stunning, and like she's the first face you see when you get off the elevator at Uptown Records, and he's like, and she's dating Al B. Sure, who's like touring the world, and women are chasing him down hallways and everything, and like she's like, yeah, I could take his girl. They're like, yeah, all right, man, what you got to offer? That's Al B. Sure. You are you, like. Mm-hmm. And then they said one thing about him is like when he says he wants something, he's going to get it. It might not be right away, but he's going to chip away and make it happen. And he did. Same with Misa. Eric Sermon was like, he's like, yeah, I need you to get on my album. And, I really, EPMD is my favorite rap group. Eric Sermon was like, oh, I'm making a friend in the industry. No, bro, he's trying to get your ex. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy work, man. And even with Cassie was with Ryan Leslie. And, Ryan Leslie's at the time was a producer and an artist. I remember his first album is phenomenal. I had that album and I played it so much. Ryan Leslie's album was amazing and Cassie's singing on it. And he's like, yeah, I want to bring her into the studio and work with her. And like little by little, just kind of pushing Ryan Leslie out of the picture. Like, hey, we need to work on this a little bit more. I want to have some more rappers on some of the songs, and I want to tweak the production a little bit. Let's get her some voice sessions, and those little couple of hour sessions started going to 10 hours. And, Ryan Leslie's trying to do his own thing, so he's not in the studio. So it's like,
need to work extra.
Yeah, he's just kind of pushed him out of the picture. And, you're showing her the lifestyle that she's never seen before. I mean, yeah, Ryan Leslie's an artist and it's a producer, but he didn't have Diddy money. At the time, Bad Boy had already exploded. John had already exploded. Rock had already started to explode, and he's got money everywhere. He's going to get her that way. Even if they started off as just friends, which was probably what happened. He groomed her like typical and gained a trust and then slowly chip away. Crazy. It's like methodical.
But Diddy's legal troubles started really early on too, because it recounted that 1991 celebrity basketball game that he promoted, where there's some rappers and some other celebrities, and at City College of New York, and was not planned well because it was overrun maximum capacity, and literally 9 people died from either getting trampled or suffocation just because there was just way too many people, and there was not a good plan for that, and he had to face up to that. But I think in the documentary they said that like he got his way, he got through that, and then he was like, oh wow, like that actually was oddly a launching pad to success. His name was out there, and he beat
further
that
escape
rap.
Accountability.
Yeah, exactly.
Started early.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like this young guy, he talked a good talk. And one thing that they mentioned too that was kind of, wow, I didn't realize, because I remember that whole incident. I wasn't aware of Puff Daddy at that time, but I do remember that incident with the basketball game. Kirk Burroughs was saying that when they decided to form Bad Boy, they gave Puff's mother 75% and gave him 25% to keep it out of his name, so that when the families to go after the money, they couldn't because it wasn't in his name. I was like, wow. And he's like, and that's when he started looking at him differently. He's not the same Sean that he grew up with or that he knew from back in the day. He's starting to see how he's calculating how to get out of the situations to keep money. It's like, wow,
he's not dumb.
Nah,
He's
not at all.
manipulative. He's not dumb.
Not at all. Yeah, not in the least bit.
With Misa, he had a child with her. There was allegations that he had beat her. And then early on, one of the bigger allegations was that Joy Dickerson-Neal, who starred in an early music video that Diddy produced, and she claimed to have been drugged and sexually assaulted and videotaped against her will. And that was eye-opening.
Yeah, it's like so many instances in his documentaries just kind of hit home because when they showed I have that actual album, the single for Straight from the Soul upstairs right now. Like, so when it came on, I'm like, and I remember the video and I'm like, oh my God, that was her. I didn't even realize that was him in the video, but I recognized the girl right away. I'm like, oh my God, yeah, there she goes right there. Oh my God, he was the one that was driving the car. Oh my God. It's like
Volkswagen Rabbit.
Yeah, and it's like even like they were showing the old clips of, with Stacey Ladishaw and he's firing cannibals and he's dancing in the background. I'm like, oh my God, all these times I watch these videos and he's in the videos.
Yeah. It's like one of these mysteries movies that they play it back and they flash back.
Yes.
Oh, he was in the background of all these things. Dancing.
Yes. It's like, wow. It's like the first time I think I remember hearing about him was like Mary. It was in Mary J. Blige. I remember Mary J. Blige and Jodeci, I think were the first times I remember hearing his name mentioned. And then, of course, when Big hit the scene, it was just like, all right, cool. This guy he's a good producer. But then I realized later he wasn't even a producer.
I was cracking up at Mark Curry when they were talking about Diddy's musical talents. He's like, sucks, man. He sucks.
This brings me back to, it's like 2008, maybe 2010, but Moranzio Vance, the comedian, had this great YouTube video. I've shared this with you guys. Puffy is Poison. I've watched it maybe 100 times since then. It's so true. Every act he signed to Bad Boy crashed and burned.
Yeah. They crashed and burned or they left.
They left. Yeah. Like worse off. They weren't any better for having been with Puffy.
No, the Locks were good, but the Locks didn't really blow up. And the Locks didn't really blow up per se until they left and became D Block. Their first album, and they were in shiny suits and stuff.
And Mace finds religion after being with him. Like all these people, wow, I can't deal with this lifestyle.
And they unfound it.
And they unfound it.
What are you doing?
It was wild, and it's a shame because the clips with Craig Mack, the late Craig Mack's his widow, saying how he was exploited. Like he had the #1 song, and he's like asking to borrow $100, which is sad.
Yeah.
Making Moves with Puff is one of my favorite songs, and of course, there he is dancing in the background of the video.
Yep. And getting paid to dance in the videos.
Yeah, so all feeling. Man, it was so conniving.
Yeah, he's always one comes first. Like, let me put that. I'm in the video. Pay for my appearance there, my cameos, right?
Yep. I'm gonna pay. You're gonna pay me for using the studio. You're gonna pay me for being in the video. My cameo, you're paying for my cameo. If I talk on your song in the beginning, you gotta pay me for that. It's like, oh my God, man, really?
It's like it was never about the music. It was about him acquiring power and influence and money through the music. And it was so corny and performative sometimes. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Really?
It's like, it makes me so mad that I bought that No Way Out album. It's like, why did I buy that?
The first Craig Mack record is really great, though.
I knew why. I knew why I bought Craig Mack. I knew why I bought Biggie. I knew why I bought Total.
Biggie,
Mary J. I knew and Jodeci. I knew why I bought those. Why did I buy that No Way Out album? It's like
All About the Bedroom was all right. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
But
that's a good song.
After that, if you don't have Craig Mack or Biggie, I'm not interested.
And the crazy thing about it is that All About the Benjamins, that song wasn't even them. I mean, it wasn't even a Diddy song. It was a Lock song. I remember when it first came out on a DJ Clue mixtape. There was he played that song over and over and over on that DJ Clue mixtape, and then it ended up on his album because it was already a hit.
Yeah,
so he's like, all right, people are going to listen to it.
That works.
Throw it on the album, boost the sales.
Well, I'll Be Missing You almost like unironically just copies it, and it also includes like the creepiness of the original Police song.
Yeah.
Because that's how Diddy runs himself. That's how he operates.
Man.
Yeah, it's like a song. If you
Total
think
creep
about
show.
now, lyrics to the police, it's like, someone's being stalked. But I always thought it was odd that, this is his best friend's song, paying tribute to him and mourning him. And he's out and he's doing his little ditty bop in the background, dancing.
Yeah.
Like, why are you dancing in the background? Like dancing on his grave almost.
Pretty much.
Exactly. It's not a praise. It definitely was a praise dance.
It's almost like you see dollar signs like in his eyes, like literally the album Life After Death. And they said that they didn't even have that as the potential working title. And it's like, oh, Life After Death. And it's released like a couple weeks right after he died.
Mm-hmm.
It's like cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. I didn't realize this, but we've all seen the videos of the long funeral procession, the funeral in Bed-Stuy, and didn't realize it. Like, Diddy charged Biggie's estate to it. It's not like all the money that Diddy has, and he's not putting up a penny. It's like,
nope, that's not how you acquire. That's not how you acquire resources or maintain resources.
Kirk was like, he's like, oh, I'm gonna take care of this and I'm gonna take care of that. We're gonna do this, and then we saw like the price tag. He just kind of reneged on it, like,
nope.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, because the whole time, like you said, we've seen the processions, and I'm thinking that he did take care. He took care of that, but he didn't. It's like, wow.
Biggie was a means to an end.
Yep.
That's how it was.
On top of the damning of the character, literally 50 Cent puts out there, really puts Diddy at the heart of the deaths of both Tupac and Biggie, right?
Yeah.
Both. Really incriminates him.
Both. So he has him eliminated. Ultimately, he was threatened by Biggie because Biggie had the talent. And the charisma.
Yeah.
He was blowing up. And he was fearful, he was fearful for his life. And they were warned multiple times, don't step foot here on the West Coast after that beef, obviously after Tupac's killed, that the beef hit the Source Awards and everything. It's like, do not go out there, right?
Of course.
He goes there
and he's like, let's go.
Let's go. Right. Wake him up in the morning. Let's go out here. Out in broad daylight.
Let me use a human shield.
Right.
Go out there and take off a few bullets.
And not even just go out there, but he was supposed to leave to go to Europe.
Yeah.
And just completely called up Kirk at the last minute. It's like, no, cancel all of that. We're going to keep him out here to promote a party. Like, bro, promote a party? Like, are you kidding me? Like, it's real out there. It's real. And it's not, you can't miss him. He's not a little guy. Like, come on, man. I was so frustrated watching all of that play out because I'm like, all that could have been avoided.
Yeah.
I mean, to a certain extent. People want you. Yeah, they might get you eventually. They may not get you, but why go to them?
Yeah, why put yourself out there and
risk target
literal
on your back.
life and death?
Exactly.
Oh man.
Yeah, but we've seen the footage of Quad Studios where Tupac was attacked, and the way that it's framed here is that Diddy was there. He knew, and I think Tupac's quote after he was shot is like, "They're calling this a burglary. Like literally, you're not taking my
$80,000
watch, right? Yeah, that was a target here. They're showing Diddy jumping up and down a little bit.
Surprised he wasn't dancing in the background.
Animated, yeah. The affiliation that I didn't realize the affiliation Diddy was affiliated with the Southside Crips and Suge Knight with the Bloods, and Diddy had several conversations with Keefe D and the nephew Orlando Anderson, who was at the heart of those attacks in Vegas. So that was really incriminating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They told that one story about that incident in Atlanta when Suge showed up with the one guy and somebody just walked up on him and just pulled the trigger a few times, shot him 5 times. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, that was Big Jake, right? His friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the first time I've ever heard of that incident. It's like, Suge had to grab Puffy to say, hey, listen, if you're going to get me, you're going to get him too. That whole scene, I couldn't even imagine how wild that must have been.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they insinuate the big conversations at Greenblatt's Deli that Diddy wanted both Pac and Suge Knight killed, like a $1 million deal with these guys, like Keefe D and maybe Orlando Anderson to kill both, and then didn't even pay up because only one of them was killed, and then he kind of filtered it through. What was the one guy's name? He filtered it through the one guy and didn't even pay them directly. Apparently,
Zip.
Yeah, Zip was his boy, so he didn't even pay Keefe D. Keefe D gets locked up.
Yeah.
Yep. And he doesn't even get the money.
Everyone else takes the rap, like Shine.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shine's the sacrificial lamb.
Mm-hmm. And what was really interesting, Kirk Burroughs is intrigued before the assassination of Tupac. Why did Diddy want all these multiple cars rented and driven across the country? Like, he got so much money, he could just fly out there. But I think that was kind of the cover tracks because something was going down.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah. Crazy. Then there was other incidents along the way. Like, you can see a whole rap sheet, no pun intended. The 1990 the club shooting with J-Lo there. That one poor woman was a victim. And we've seen her in the documentaries.
Got shot in the face.
Mm-hmm. She got shot in the face.
Yep.
Yep. Even like with the whole incident with the Death Row East, with Suge trying to start Death Row East and was trying to court Craig Mack to death row, and he even feared for his life at one point.
Did he assault Steve Stout, who was actually Nas's former manager, over some? I think it was over video air.
Yeah, that was that Hate Me Now video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was the Hate Me Now when they had him up on a cross.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think his name. Wanted to remove that footage, and he didn't want to take it down. And they assaulted him and broke his arm or beat him badly. Oh man.
And then the reality shows making the band. I didn't realize how much he exploited the women and Danity Kane and then the band. Yeah, Aubrey O'Day. Yeah,
grooming these people too.
Yep. I remember those shows. There was an exodus from Bad Boy. Like we mentioned earlier, Faith was gone, Total was gone. Big had passed away. Craig Mack wasn't with the label anymore. He had a couple people that was coming on here and he didn't have one big act. And I was like, all right, well, what's he going to do about this? He's like, I'm going to form a band. All right, cool. Let's see what he does. So I was watching those shows. And I'm looking like, ain't no way in hell. He had these guys it's like a minstrel show. Yeah, you guys walk down to Junior's and get me a cheesecake. And I'm like, man, listen.
Walk Manhattan to Brooklyn, because you could.
Yeah.
Because you like that.
That is funny because the quote was actually in the documentary. She's like, I'm from New York and I've never done this walk. Like, what is going on? They actually did end up gelling together. He did the same thing with him. He's like, he signed them to become famous, but
not rich.
Yeah. And they put out that one album, but that was it. And then he was like, all right, well, we're going to try it again. And then Danity Kane is like, and they actually sounded good together. One of my favorite songs of them is Damaged. I love that song. Played a lot. But I didn't realize that he was, after they had formed that, he was acting like that towards Aubrey. And then all of a sudden I started hearing like through the rumor, like I said, a lot of this stuff in the documentary, there's been rumors of it. So you hear stuff here and there, but you're like, you don't know if it's sticked or not, if it's just people talking. So I knew that she had having problems with it, and she ended up leaving the group. And then I remember when they formed Dirty Money with Dawn and Kalina, and I'm like, oh, that's different. Like, okay, what happened to Danity Kane? He just snatched Dawn out the group. Like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah.
Come to find out,
expendable.
Right, and then come to find out he was messing around with Dawn and treating her crazy. Like, what the heck is going on, bro? Like, can you just keep it to just a business? Like,
it's never all about the music.
all the lewdness with Aubrey was, that was eye-opening. Yeah, just very.
Yeah, I felt so bad for her when especially when she told us she was contacted by the lawyer because she was mentioned in somebody's case, and then she started reading the affidavit.
Yeah,
and the woman was a witness to her being assaulted, and she walked in on her. And I'm like, oh my God. And she's like, I don't even remember that. Like, I can't recall it. I don't know. She's like, did it really happen? And I'm like, I felt so bad in that moment for her. Like, she wasn't numb, but she was trying to process it. It's sad.
Poor Babs. She was going through a custody battle and she was just wanted to like $5,000 or something. And Diddy would not help her out. It's really nasty, like abusing these folks, exploiting them.
Never pay Lil Rod either.
Yeah, Lil Rod. Yeah, we'll get to Lil Rod.
I can't pay you, bro.
Yo.
Hit me up next week.
Lil Rod got put through the ringer. No pun intended.
Lil Rod got nothing. He still ain't got paid.
You haven't got paid yet, right?
None of these bad boy ass got paid.
None of these got paid. He was abused too. He said he was likely drugged multiple times because he doesn't have memory of a lot of this.
Yep.
And so he's drugging these people, taking advantage of them, not paying them, just getting their services. They also indicate, Puffy was dabbling in a lot of different drugs. They said he may have got hooked on Percocet when he had that issue with his wrist, which may or may not have been self-inflicted earlier on when he was younger. And then reports of designer cocaine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ecstasy, all kinds of stuff.
G in the baby oil.
The baby oil, right.
Right. What is that? This is crazy.
That just really took the whole baby oil imagery to another level.
It's so much more absurd.
Right. Yeah. It was already absurd, but it's just like you just put it on a whole other level. You got all these bottles of baby oil, but like now we're finding out these bottles of baby oil were like...
They were laced as well.
They were laced.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And there was the one guy that ordered male gigolo that apparently ordered to be with him and Cassie multiple times. And man, what was really disturbing to me on top of all this stuff was like on the anniversary of his death, March 9th, like he orders this guy like every year and they celebrate and party. I'm like, this is your friend. Like you're mourning the day of the death. Like that's really, off-putting.
It's weird. I don't want to like police anyone's grief process, but certainly looks weird.
Yeah. Bad optics.
This is the same thing he did like after he died, like dancing around with Sting on stage. Like,
right.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I mean, maybe this is his way, but it's a little off the norm.
50 Cent got everybody to kind of spill the beans. Capricorn Clark was a longtime assistant, and she had known Suge Knight prior to meeting Diddy, and that was a big issue for him.
It's so sloppy. Like you could do background checks. Like if you're that worried about it, like that's such a miss for him. Really? It's easy to say in hindsight. I don't know. My job, they did a background check, and I'm like nowhere near that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You could have found this out. This didn't have to be a surprise.
The crazy thing about it is that he probably did find out, but knowing how he thinks, he probably wanted to see what kind of buttons he could push. The whole riding around all day and he's breaking down her job duties, and then all of a sudden they end up in a dark Central Park with him, her, and the bodyguard. I understand, Suge, and if things go left, I might have to take you out. Like, what?
On our first day.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
And she's like, I've dealt with all kinds of weirdness, so like it didn't even register with her. She's kind of just like, yeah, whatever.
So straight.
Yeah. Anybody else would have ran for the hills,
right? Yeah.
like I don't need this job. I'm sorry.
Training day with Denzel Washington, Ethan Hawke, but like that, like this is getting a little too real here.
Exactly. Like, oh my God.
The one person I wish I had heard from, and a lot of people were asking this, like, where's Farnsworth Bentley?
I already knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going with it. But knowing him, he's probably got a crazy non-disclosure agreement.
Maybe.
Probably,
yeah. The dude is smart and probably has a nice big firewall around him.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's got a crazy non-disclosure agreement.
Yeah.
That he probably won't be able to talk until like 50 years from now or something like that.
Yeah.
If then.
Yeah.
But I think that's the thing. Everybody's like, where's Farnsworth at when he talks? But we won't hear from him. I doubt it. If he's smart, he's probably recording some kind of documentary right now, like a diary, upon my death, play this.
Yeah.
If anything mysteriously happens to me, play this tape or something like that, or open this envelope.
If I got stabbed with an umbrella, this is why.
This message will self-destruct type thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's wild. And like, I think that one part that was a little disturbing too, with when Little Rod was talking. And I felt bad for this guy, man. He's an up-and-coming producer. He's trying to make a way. He gets invited to work on this Love album. And Diddy just grooming him. Oh yeah, we're going to move you down here. We're going to move you next door. We're going to have you producing this album. You're going to be the man. You go down here and round up these women and bring them back.
Yeah.
So he's doing what he got to do. I get it. Things started getting kind of weird. He said he went to that KK and she kind of downplayed it like it was nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, oh man.
Yeah.
I can't imagine being in a situation where, because at that point he was so deep in, he had put all those hours and hours and hours. And now he's trying to wait on his pay. and all this weirdness is going on. He's noticing that he's waking up with no recollection of what happened, and he's sore and whatever.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then in recent years, there was the Kid Cudi incident when Kid Cudi went hiking with Cassie, and Diddy finds out and he's enraged and he wants to kill him.
I didn't hear about that. That was a new one for me.
I remember hearing about that because my son's a big Kid Cudi fan. He tried to blow up his car or something. I think he blew up his car, but he wasn't in there. He was in the house with Cassie, and luckily nothing happened to them. But that was a wild scene. That could have gone terrible way.
That was crazy. He blamed Capricorn for that. Like, you knew this, and you didn't tell me. And he just picked it up and like took her with him. Like, you're coming with me. We're going to go kill him. Like, what? And luckily he wasn't home, because the dude really just walked up in the house with a gun in his hand. Like, that could have went all kinds of left. And then called her up, and she was with him. And he's like, you don't get down here. I'm not letting her go. Do you come to us or whatever? Like, what?
Yeah. I feel bad, and I feel bad for the way things ended for Kim Porter, who passed away several years ago, right? Because was the whole thing with married to him, had children, the twins, and another child with Diddy, and then he's off with Cassie. It's like the wifey thing they said, you have the wife and the wifey, and she's like, that's it, I'm not dealing with this anymore. And finally, had eventually filed for divorce, and I got to focus on raising the kids. That was a shame that she had passed. And I also really felt bad for Kirk Burrows, because he was like coerced to sell his 25% share in Bad Boy. Like, literally, like threatened, like, this guy's probably going to kill me or drug me or something. Like, and then he tried to get it back, sued Diddy, but wasn't able to recoup it. And then he was blacklisted for 25 years. And in fact, he said he was homeless for a while.
Yep. I don't even think he sold his portion. I think Diddy just took it.
Yeah.
He's just like, I'm going to give it back.
Like, Diddy was going to pay for anything.
Yeah, he said, I'm going to give it back. I'm going to give it back. I just got to work out this deal, and I'm going to give it back. And he never gave it back.
Yeah, of course.
I picture him kind of like Willy Wonka, like the fine print, like
good day, sir.
Black and white. You lose nothing.
It's like, oh my God. Yeah.
My man, he just Diddy just trounced on anybody. And there was one part we didn't mention. He even took the cover of Rolling Stone magazine from Biggie before his death. Like, he was all set. It was like, no, I got this No Way Out coming out. I'm going to put myself.
Oh man.
Yeah, there's all kinds of levels to how screwed up that was.
Yeah.
And then to continue talking about Biggie, but Biggie had renegotiated his contract, and he wants Kirk to like fluff up the middle in favor of Bad Boy, and without telling anybody, because he was already signed. And when Kirk didn't do it, and then when Kirk didn't refuse to do it because it was unethical, let him go. Not only did you take his 25% of the company, but now he doesn't have a job.
Yeah.
And now he can't work in the industry anymore. It's like, that's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for him to overcome. Like, he's got so many more detractors now, Diddy. Like I said, if you're a Diddy apologist, you don't have much to stand on after this.
No. Plus, there's a lot of civil suits that are pending.
Right, so 77 civil suits as the filming was still pending. There was over 100.
More coming.
Yeah, there's probably be more coming, right? Absolute madness. I was just like, wow.
In the court of public opinion, Diddy's guilty, unlike all these charges.
And I kept saying, like, there's rumors. They didn't talk about it in the documentary, but there's even rumors surrounding Kim Porter's passing that are like, there's questions that he might have had something to do with that. I mean, it's not in the documentary, but I've definitely heard the rumors.
Yeah, I mean, apparently she died of pneumonia, but I don't know if there was a full autopsy or not.
Right. There's all kinds of stuff surrounding it, like questions that aren't answered and things just looking a little shady or weird. And it's like, wow.
And when you're a young, fairly healthy woman, it's kind of odd, right? She was like 47 or something when she passed. It wasn't like...
Yeah, she was fairly young, yeah.
When you have a lot of financial resources and you have pneumonia, like, that's something you should be able to overcome. But again, Diddy's been known to withhold financial resources. Who knows if he's cooking books and she's not receiving the financial resources she needs. Who knows? Or the medical resources.
Lie, cheat, steal.
Yeah, 50 Cent did him dirty. But I mean, a lot of it's all on his own doing. It's not kind of like, it wasn't hard.
Even how the footage was obtained, you're facing a possible arrest in a case that's coming up, but you have the audacity to start videotaping yourself, have a videographer following you around as you're handling this case with the premise that you're going to probably get off and make money off of this documentary.
That's exactly it.
Right. And then you get arrested, you get found guilty on a couple of the charges, refuse to pay the videographer. And, well, that was your problem because now the videographer can chop it out. And we all know King Petty. King Petty found a way to get his hands on that footage because, that's what he's going to do. It's a hot ticket. Netflix, they got that deal going, and here we are. Your greediness is your undoing in this situation because you could have bought all this footage and it never would have seen the light of day.
And I'm sure he thought like he was going to get off. He got off. He gets off every time. He doesn't suffer any consequences. And so his hubris, his ego is, I'm going to film me because this is the hero's journey now.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. He's on his odyssey. His journey. Yeah, exactly.
Did you see there was a funny social media post that 50 Cent put out saying how Netflix must be ticked off because they put out Stranger Things season 5 and it's not nearly as popular as the Reckoning.
Yeah.
Right. All that money they put into Stranger Things and this little cheap documentary is the number one thing.
Yeah, and I think you said watching Diddy doing Stranger Things or something like that.
Yeah.
Diddy's the upside down.
Yeah.
Bad Boy Entertainment's the upside down.
Oh, man. I do feel sorry for the twins, the girls, because obviously, as we see from what's going on in the documentary, Christian and Justin are with him during some of these antics. But I do feel bad for the girls, the twins. Because, now they got to deal with the fallout from this whole situation. I actually know people that know them personally, that ironic, a set of twins that I know hang out with them. So it's like girls, and they're going to have to deal with the harshness of the world and the repercussions of their father's antics.
Yeah, they're born into this. There's nothing
that
they did wrong, and they're going to get teased and bullied, unfortunately.
Yeah. Christian and Justin are firing shots at 50, and 50's firing shots back. But the girls, they don't have anything to do with anything. Throw that out there real quick.
Yeah, a shame.
Yeah. And the victims, man, it's like when you're trying to get over a situation and you got to keep reliving it because it's playing over and over and over again. I feel bad for them.
Yeah, I think they circled back towards the end of the Joy Dickerson Neal. She's like, I thought I was the only one. And then over time, I'm like, wow, I see how he treats everybody and everybody's an object.
And the trauma was worse the second time around.
And her whole situation was wild, man, how she found out about it. Like, people were just contacting, like, yo, I saw you on tape. Like, he was playing it at a party. It's like, what?
That's some crazy behavior.
Messy. And I think at that time he might have been like what, 21 when that was going on.
Yeah.
Messy. In what world is that okay?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, the act itself is bad, big enough to play it in public?
Yeah.
Oh.
It really is Tony Montana.
No
regard for consequences, accountability.
There was one thing that I was trying to figure out. I don't know if you guys peeped it out, but in the beginning, when he was talking to his attorney, what the heck was that medallion around his neck?
Yeah, I didn't quite get that. It
was like a pyramid or something. Like, what the heck was that?
I didn't
quite know what that symbol was. I had to go.
Yeah. I was like, what is that all about? Was that like some kind of Illuminati or something?
Yeah. Or something with the freak-offs.
Yeah.
King of the freak-offs.
Craziest thing is, like, they didn't really go into the whole freak type thing.
No, they really didn't.
They
really
didn't.
They just kind of hinted at it. But
My guess is that it was a little too incriminating to just put out there who was at these freak-offs. And so, the director, like Stapleton's got like one big fish to fry, right? It's Diddy. Whoever else is at the freak-offs, we'll deal with that in part 2.
Yeah, because I do remember, like, when they were showing like pictures, I did see Leonardo DiCaprio was in. I saw him in one of the pictures. I'm like, oh,
yeah, the part 5 that'll come out after some of these other trials get happen, or when Diddy gets out of jail in 2028.
If I know 50, that wasn't all the footage that he had.
No, I'm sure he's got more.
Yeah, you want to kick him a little bit. You methodically kick him again while he's down. Kick him again while he's down.
Yeah.
And then he'll probably wait until he gets released. And he'll probably release another one.
Start coming out like Tupac albums.
Right.
More came out after he died.
Right.
More after this.
The reckoning after the reckoning.
Yeah.
There's so many vectors you can go off on this. Like you could do a whole documentary with just like William Lassane, Tupac's cousin. Like he had really good content, right? Like you could do a whole different vector there.
Yeah.
You could do a whole different, the whole Me Too movement. You can get separate, more interviews with Joy Dickerson, Neal, and other women. Like there's just so much. It's a whole Pandora's box is now open. And I'm sure that there's other people trying to get a hold of some of these people to make content, because this is what people want. It's like the National Enquirer. Like people want to see more and more of this. So
the statement from Farnsworth.
Yeah.
No shortage of footage coming up.
If they get Farnsworth, man, the internet's going to break. The internet will break. That's the day the internet will break.
Everybody get out your parasols.
Seriously. Parasols and bow ties.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no recovery from this one.
Yeah.
No way out.
Yep.
It really is all about the Benjamins. Thanks for tuning in to Hip Hop Movie Club Show. I'm Dino Wright, filmmaker, designer, longtime hip hop fan. I got no info for the DEA.
I'm JB, 80s and 90s nostalgia junkie, longtime hip hop fan. And as a big fan of Sting and the Police, I was never happy that Diddy was permitted to use Every Breath You Take for his Biggie tribute song, I'll Be Missing You.
Yeah. Oddly enough, I was never a fan of that one either. But Sting is getting paid off that song, though. That's the upside of it.
Yeah, I guess so.
He's getting paid.
He's so paid.
Yeah, man. I'm Boogie, a DJ, longtime hip hop fan. Since we mentioned Biggie, I remember when Juicy first dropped, and one of my boys and I, we walked up and down the Seaside Heights boardwalk all day playing that song on repeat in the summer of '94. What a time to be alive.
And remember, don't hate, debate.
There's no debate on this one. No debate in this one.
I was waiting to see if you were going to say lubricate.
Oh, man. Should have. Baby oil.
Oh, man.
I'm all for moisturization, but it's a little too much. This is beyond the pale.
Slippery when wet.
Man.